Be prepared for highly offensive language and frank discussion of sexual themes. Tonight, the women nominate Face to Face.
The housemates facing eviction are India and Johnny.
No! It's going to be even tenser with India now, isn't it?
It is.
I do sincerely hope it's India and not you who doesn't come back.
I think tonight's when the game starts.
Just hope that fireworks don't go off, because India looks like a ticking time bomb on that sofa.
And things get flirty.
Wait, are you cleaning your man's clothes?
Wait. I'm not his wife yet.
Yes!
Ooh. I won't be able to keep my hands off you.
Oh, I can deal with amorous assailants.
Look good, eh?
It's quite nice to have the men wolf whistling.
Courtney's the sexy one that you'd want to be at your hotel room.
Understandably so. You know, you're a young, virile man with sexual desires. Obviously, like, I think Andrew's cute.
Rachel reveals Ashley's bedtime secrets.
She went to sleep as soon as I started telling a ghost story. I was like, I looked around and she was like...
Oh, that's dope. You told stories?
I told a ghost story.
I gotta lay on the floor when you tell another story.
As long as it's on the floor. You too. You too.
Oh.
No, I was going to say something, but I won't. Best left unsaid. I think so.
Yeah.
We've got to protect ladies' reputations.
Wayne and Maggie are frustrated by their celebrity housemates.
I mean, I prefer people who are just straightforward.
I do, just
get
be
on with
yourself
it,
and-
bounce around.
Yeah.
Not too much.
Oh, you don't need it, do you?
Well, it exhausts me.
Well, it does.
If
It's
you know what I mean.
Wasted energy, isn't it?
Oh.
I'd rather just take the good
And the
good out of everything and,
yeah.
you know.
And if people are too opinionated, well, just get on with it then, because you don't really want to know what I think.
Actually, that's why I'm not very good in a big group conversation.
No, I know.
tend to
Yeah,
sit because I don't want to force my voice into it.
No, exactly. And there's a couple there, you know.
Yeah, you know, some people need
They like
an
to-
audience.
They like to hold court.
They like to hold, yeah, and I don't want to compete with them.
And they ask you something, so you genuinely answer back.
And then you
in the
feel
middle
stupid,
of it,
don't you?
Yeah, in the middle of
They
it.
turn to somebody else.
Yeah, that's
and-
right, yeah.
I'm
don't-
aware of that, but
Yeah, never mind.
you know, it is how
I
it is.
agree. It is how it is.
It is how it
and
is.
this is what this game is about.
It's barely lunchtime and the housemates are pondering racism.
Race, as we know it, didn't exist.
It doesn't exist. Wow.
Race doesn't exist, yeah?
It's a social
it exists
construct.
because we have manufactured it, yeah? If you read a newspaper, when you see a paedophile gang, do you ever see white paedophile gang? Do you ever see English paedophile gang? We never do,
Well,
do
you
we?
would if... Yeah, you're right. They wouldn't put the
wouldn't put white.
signifier white in front
Yeah.
of the words paedophile
English?
gang. You're right.
English? No.
Can I just say that there are press regulations around that now. When you have an assailant and it happens to be a black man, you can't say a black assailant in the copy.
I disagree with that. If it's a black assailant, you should be able to say a black assailant.
Well, he's an assailant.
But
Would
if
you
want
say a
him-
white
one second,
assailant?
One second. If you want him to be caught, you then, and you know that he's black,
But that's
you
different.
can't say an assailant.
So towards the end of the piece, you will have the police said with the public, then you can issue a description of the person.
Yeah,
and you
but
can
look,
say black, medium
no, but one
build.
second. The headline is the most important thing.
You
and the
can't
headline is
say
what
black
people read.
assailant. You can't say it.
This is where we're just completely now going the other way.
I
If
know,
he's a
but-
black assailant, say a black assailant.
But you would never say white assailant robbed mugs.
Are you suggesting
pensioner.
that we
No,
should
you know
say
why?
white
You know why?
assailant?
Because
Why?
what you would do is you would assume he's white unless you're told otherwise.
Malika and Anne are having a grooming good time.
You have the perfect hairstyle for you and your face, and convenient. It looks really good. We're not going to change too much about that.
All right, here's the moment of truth for cutting.
You have very thick hair, Anne.
Yes.
Just definitely a good thing.
It's thick and it's healthy hair.
Yeah, it is. You have really, really great hair. Yay.
Yay!
I like this.
Good.
I like when I feel like, good job, Malika. Good job.
I'm sure it'll be a good job, Malika. I have no doubt about that. I wouldn't have let you loose if I had any doubts.
You're like, I'm not letting you cut my hair if I didn't think you knew what you were doing.
India has brought the conversation back to her favourite subject.
Basically, I'm really frustrated because I feel like almost like we've just had a great conversation there about race, which is like really intelligent, and I totally get it as well. But you know, I've heard the argument said there that, you know, essentially the difference between a black man and a white man is tiny. Recognition isn't enough. You know, you need to have true equality. Why is it such a leap that I can only be a woman up to a certain level? Because obviously you've got nipples as well, and that's because all fetuses start off as female. So like the actual difference between men and women is it just only how that tree forks off?
Whilst I am completely sympathetic to your struggle and understand why you're reacting a certain way, I don't think you're doing your story justice by choosing to tell it in the way you're choosing it, because people are feeling alienated, people who'll be watching at home.
I don't think people get me. A guy in this house would feel more comfortable flirting with Shane because he's a gay guy.
I think that's
he
right.
looks for gay guys,
I think we've seen that.
and they would be
But
less
it's also because of my demeanour, not
and they
just
would be
because
less
I'm a gay
comfortable
guy.
flirting with me, not because I'm a woman, but because I'm a trans woman.
That's right.
But it's also got to do with the individuals.
Well, did you expect something else? Did you
No,
honestly?
I think that this is part of the problem
Yeah.
with being hitched to LGBT. It's the confusion element, and I just want some clarity to come in terms of sexuality.
Can I just say
Sorry,
something
yeah.
in the greatest respect of all your letter calling of what that all means? You're kind of on a defense mechanism all the time, as opposed to with Shane is he's educational. My approach to you would be a bit more tiptoey and afraid to ask you the wrong question in case I offended you. I understand you're a woman, I totally get it, but I'd love to know more about you as a person and your actual emotions, as opposed to just, no, I'm a woman and you can't call me this, and how dare you call me a man when I'm a woman. And your journey and your story is so relevant to who you are now, and it'd be lovely to see you not be angerfied by the fact that someone said, oh, I'm not a he. You know, it's all part of the process of allowing us to learn.
Woo! Look at you, Miss Widdicombe. Look at that. Young lady, you look glorious. Malika's done such a good job of that.
She has, hasn't she?
She really has.
She's really good.
You look stunning.
Yeah.
I like it. And you've got different colours in it as well. Not that she put them in there.
No. What's there is completely natural.
Is it? Ooh,
Yeah.
very blessed with a nice head of hair.
Completely natural. Thank you.
Well,
you
you
tell Malika she's done a good job.
I was going to say, you best not go and put on a nice frock now, because I won't be able to keep my hands off you.
Oh, I can deal with amorous assailants, as they're called.
Oh, can you really?
Oh, I learnt to
You
deal
worked
with
in Parliament, you must be able to deal with them.
Amorous assailants, yeah.
Miss CBB 2018, Anne Widdicombe.
Some chance.
Coming up, a genuine jaw-drop moment.
If it says what's your name?
Elgin Lumpkin. That's my full name.
Elgin Lumpkin.
Be prepared for frank discussion of sexual themes. Ashley is giving Anne the star treatment.
I'm just going to put on a tiny bit of mascara.
Yeah.
Do you think we need more blusher, or is that?
I think you might need
I
a little touch more.
And smile. I think that's it.
You think that's it? All right. I can go and show Big Brother.
I like
Great.
the hair. She's done a good job.
She has done a really good job.
I think there's not a lot that Malika can't do.
I agree. Thanks, Ashley.
With pleasure.
Thanks.
Ooh, Anne.
Look good, Anne. Get it, Anne. Beautiful.
Courtney, get a dress for Anne.
You'll be lucky.
It looks pretty, Anne. Looks very pretty.
No, really, really nice.
Hello, Anne. Big Brother didn't recognise you then.
Ah, I thought you might not. Thought you might expel me because I'm a stranger in the house. She's done a very good job, they both have.
What do you like about your new look?
Now, there's a question. It's different. It's different. It's always nice to have something different. I've had everybody dancing attendance on me. They all seem to like it, as indeed they should. It'd be a terrible insult to Malika if they didn't. I'm very pleased. It's quite nice to have the men wolf whistling. It's supposed to be totally sexist to wolf whistle. It isn't, you know. It's a compliment.
Do you often get wolf whistled on the outside world?
Oh, I wish. I wish. But I did when I was much younger. But I mean, I wish. But I just can't take it seriously as being sexist and demeaning and all these other things which people now claim it is. It really isn't. It's just a cheery expression of appreciation. We're starting to lose our cheerfulness because we're so miserable about everything. Everything's sexist and everything gives offence and everything this and everything that. And it's taking all the cheerfulness out of life. I mean, a woman who's going along feeling, you know, maybe a bit down and all the rest of it, and suddenly some building workers start wolf whistling, cheers her up no end. Now we've got to put on a po face and pretend we're offended. And there's even one crazy police force that's actually treating wolf whistling as a hate crime. They're mad. They're completely mad. World's going mad.
And a lot of the stuff that I write, if I'm writing it, if you see my name, Elgin Lumpkin wrote it, it's probably from something in my life.
If it says what's your
Elgin Lumpkin. That's my full name.
Wow.
Sorry, what is it? What's your full name?
Elgin Lumpkin.
Lumpkin. I love that name. Lumpkin's quite. Where's that surname from?
Country, like North Carolina and
Yeah, Lumpkin.
Detroit and DC, of course.
That sounds like a cartoon character.
Yes.
Elgin Lumpkin.
I do animation too, just in case you
Oh,
want to
do
know.
you?
Yeah, yes.
How did you come up with genuine?
It's just who I am as a person.
But you spelt it differently.
But, right, I couldn't say genuine. And then I always like envision like a crowd, 3 syllables, because you always hear ta 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 ta. So I wanted a name with 3 syllables. It was genuine. So, but I wanted it to represent who I was as a man, as a person, and you know, so.
You'll always be Mr. Lumpkin to me.
Big Brother has called Andrew and Malika to the diary room to take part in today's secret mission.
Malika, how convincing are you feeling today?
I think I could be very convincing.
I'm feeling convincing. I'm not a very good liar, but I've convinced everyone that I'd be happy to change their bedding.
Who are better at the art of manipulation, men or women? To put this to the test, Big Brother is setting you a secret mission against Andrew.
Got it.
Malika, you will represent the women, and Andrew will represent the men.
Lads, lads, lads.
The winner will receive a reward for their team. Your first mission is to get one housemate to give you a compliment.
Got it.
Your second mission is to make one housemate agree to swapping beds with you.
Okay.
And your third mission is to persuade one housemate to do something mischievous with you.
Let's do it.
I kind of wanted to, like, try to switch beds.
Do you?
Switch, yeah. Maybe we could, you know, rotate for a second.
You can come in with us. We got plenty of them. Because I sleep like here. Maggie sleeps like here, so you could go here.
I could sleep, like, right in the middle.
Yeah.
Or you could get a couple nights with India.
It's just I think Maggie would be offended if I left her.
Hey, think I look fat?
No.
I don't know, man. I'm feeling fat.
You got blacks in your pants.
I got blacks in my pants.
So your answer's still no? Not even for one night?
What?
I'll do it.
Oh, I feel fat today.
going to say you look quite fat today.
Imagine if I'd say that to you.
I wouldn't mind, I'd take the joke.
Equality? Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, Milk.
How are you?
Hey.
How are you?
Great job.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Took like an inch off. Yeah, she needs a little treat.
You want to play a prank on someone?
Just go and start hitting on John. Like, sit next to him, talk to him for a little bit, and then just like touch him a little bit.
It's a cute bracelet. Did someone make this for you?
No, it's one of them ones where you go to like Thailand and you do the monk thing and they put it on you.
Oh. See, my nieces and nephews make stuff like this for me. That's why I thought I was like,
really?
oh, like, and you absolutely have to wear it.
Yeah, it gets
soft hands too.
What are you doing? I knew you're fucking with it. I knew there's something going on.
Just keep the door open a little bit. Just get blowing, get blowing, get blowing.
Why are we doing it in here?
Joe, come here. Joe, I need you to come and blow some of these up. We're just making condom balloons. I just want to fuck with people, man. But do you know, John sleeps a bit funny, but you sleep a bit, like, all right. Are you all right to swap with me tonight?
You want me to jump in with John, yeah?
Yeah, is that all right? Me swap with Dan?
Yeah.
So you all right with swap beds? I got a shit night's sleep last night. Do you think I've got a good blowing technique? Go on.
You've got a good blowing technique.
Thanks, mate.
Earlier on today, Big Brother decided to test who were the better manipulators, men or women.
Ooh.
Big Brother chose 2 housemates to secretly persuade other housemates to do things.
I did it. I did it.
You did it.
Yes!
Oh, the women get all the rewards, man.
As Andrew managed to manipulate his housemates into all 3 things in the fastest time, the men have won a reward. You can now collect your sweet treat hamper from the storeroom.
No, get it. What is it?
Sorry, guys, I'm not a good manipulator.
Oh, we got a box of fucking chocolate! Shortbread. Oh, that is badass.
Genuine and Ashley are amusing themselves on the sofa.
You're actually putting a net because I knew that she was meant to be in rehearsal. Mind you, that might have just been an excuse, I'm now thinking.
See that looking at what I'm doing.
Yes, you've got to do your duty.
I was like, this is a really bad hand massage. And I don't have a dirty mind like you.
What was that?
I was doing it for so long. I was doing like this.
Oh,
She had a thing.
Oh, I see.
It's being crude.
Oh, God, we've got to that stage. How wonderful.
Anne is talking to Shane J about his alter ego, Courtney.
I do prefer you as Shane.
Thank you.
Shane's a lovely young man that you'd want to be your grandson.
Yeah, but
Courtney, you wouldn't want anyone near the house.
Courtney's the sexy one that you'd want to be at your hotel room when you come back from the eviction.
Speak for yourself. Speak for yourself. If you had a son who brought home Courtney, I think you'd be having a few words with him.
Oh, dear. I straddle different worlds.
You straddle multiple worlds.
And that was not meant to be an innuendo whatsoever. I straddle the gender divide. And I do feel like that sometimes in a way that I do, whilst I'm not a woman as Courtney, I do feel that I have a unique experience in how people perceive me because, especially with straight men, because all of the boys said one by one when they came down the stairs that they were like, oh, you know, who's this kind of thing. And it's just fascinating to see how straight men interact with me as Shane and as Courtney and how they do treat me quite differently.
Well, they will treat men and women differently anyway.
Yeah. No, but I don't think most people...
men treat men differently from women, always.
Do you feel like I treat Courtney differently and to Shane?
You're more flirtatious. Like, I think that... No, I think that understandably so. You know, you're a young, virile man with sexual desires, and Courtney is aesthetically a tarty, attractive.
You've said it, yeah.
She's tarty.
Yeah.
I think in Americanese, Courtney is a tramp. Yeah.
Wayne, when did you come out? I want to know that, because I know it was hard back then. When did you come out? Like, you said you
Well,
were...
my mother was still alive. I wouldn't come out.
Wow.
I wouldn't come out when my mother was alive because
It was
would have hurt her
crazier
so
back
much.
then, wasn't it?
It was crazier. I was a one-parent family. She'd had me out of wedlock in 1948. You see, in those days, it was sort of as a sin, more or less, to do that. She was 25 years old. You know, she wasn't a baby. And
so you waited till she passed?
It's terrible, isn't it? And so I waited till she passed because people like my friends, I had a friend called David Hockney, who's a painter, and Freddie Mercury and all that. They were going, come on, come out, come out. We're all having to come out.
How old were you?
Oh, I don't know. When did my mum die? Oh, I mean, I was only in my 40s or something.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, you waited that long?
Yeah, no, but I was out.
Oh, you just wouldn't say it?
I wouldn't say it in the press.
Right. Okay.
So you were friends with Freddie Mercury?
Yes.
Were you?
Yes.
The main singer of Queen?
Queen.
They were like massive, like rock stars.
Oh, right.
Was he amazing?
Amazing. He was so generous. He used to come to, he loved ballet and opera. So he would come to the opera house to see us dance, and then I became friends with him.
And he died of AIDS, right?
Yes.
How old was he?
48, 49.
Wow.
I can't remember.
That's sad.
It happened so suddenly, we were shocked. They were dropping like flies. You know, we didn't know what it was. So you didn't know why people were dying, and they thought it was just a gay disease. So they didn't bother to act on it until heterosexuals started getting it.
That's crazy, isn't it?
It's the way it is.
Coming up, Ashley stands by her man.
Sorry, but when G got a nomination, I was like,
oh yeah,
you're trying to take my man?
Be prepared for offensive language and frank discussion of sexual themes. Rachel has a question for Wayne.
Wayne, I want to hear more about the jungle.
Oh,
I want to
what?
hear more about
Haven't
the jungle.
you been?
No, I've been asked, but I haven't been.
Well, I think it's a bit easier than this.
Why?
Well, because you're in the open air.
Yes, sorry, send me back to the way.
And it's hot.
Yeah.
Even if it rains,
Yeah.
it's hot. So that's more my thing. I think this is more difficult.
This is so intense.
Yes, yeah, I do.
And it's also 24 hours.
I think this is more intense. I think this is more interesting. Oh, I shouldn't say that.
No,
but I mean,
why? Because it's just those trials are just one note, aren't
this
they?
pushes people, I think, more to the edge.
Yeah, maybe.
And that one is, you know, you see Ant and Dec every morning.
Oh, you see other
and you
people.
have a laugh.
Yeah.
So it's more like a show.
Yeah.
Whereas here we are totally isolated. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I think it's more difficult. That's what I think.
And who else was there?
Trevor. Oh.
Yeah.
We never had dinner.
God, what am I doing?
The
Whatever,
boys had,
John.
The boys had spag bowl.
Trevor Nunn.
You don't even have
Trevor Nunn,
to.
darling. Darling.
No, baby.
Darling.
The boys had spag bowl.
What?
You know what spag bowl is?
Spaghetti.
Bolognese.
appetizer.
Yeah, I saw him cooking.
Yes,
Really?
it was good
They
too.
had a
That's the first time I
sneaky
ever
spag
cooked like
bowl.
that.
Will you stop me talking when you've asked me questions this evening? You just go off on something I get fed up with.
You know what, Wayne?
Sorry, Mum.
Sorry, no, good. You should say that.
Yeah. Good.
Yeah, get it out.
Yeah.
Get it out.
Down to be loved, down to be loved by you. Down to be loved, down to be loved.
It's been 13 minutes since Rachel zoned out of her chat with Wayne.
I don't think it'll be an eviction tonight. I think it's live nominations.
Oh, that made me sick. I have to make people up on the spot.
Wayne, I'm sorry.
It's all right.
Are we good?
You just do it occasionally.
I'm sorry.
You ask me something and I'm sort of thinking about it, then I tell you and you just go, oh, did you have a Coca-Cola over there?
I'm sorry. My family complain about it bitterly, and I must learn.
Well, try. Shall I tell you when you do it?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, it's a good learning.
Well, and
for
tell me.
You don't do anything wrong, but it's but I do it.
Yeah. It's only because of your enthusiasm. I don't know if it is, or you just want the information.
No, I'm
from
just
everybody.
I'm just like,
Yeah, yeah.
It's sort of slightly.
It can come over as slightly rude.
Okay, I understand.
I'm,
No, it's good. No, you are not the first.
It was because it was.
You are not the
started
first.
the other day, and I just said no. But tonight, it doesn't matter what it was. It's just that it's
I'll pay
as soon as
attention.
somebody comes in the room. I know you don't mean it because you wouldn't do that. Because it's not, not you.
not.
Of course you're well brought up. No, it's just a little trait.
No, I agree. No, it has been noted. I try and work on it, actually.
Yeah, all right.
I thought I was going to
Give it
try
a
and
thought.
Yeah.
You tell me whenever I blah, blah, blah. Okay?
What do they call prep?
Cause now I'm
In a surprise twist during the live show, Emma entered the Big Brother house.
It is time for the women's final act of power in tonight's face-to-face nominations.
Oh, no!
Andrew.
Anne.
And
India.
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 Johnny.
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 Genuine.
With the most votes and therefore facing eviction on Friday are India and Johnny. It's been 20 minutes since Maggie nominated Johnny.
I had to nominate somebody.
Honestly, I completely understand. It's horrible.
It's horrible, but it really isn't based on what happened before. It's just, we're all going to have to do it at some point. But I'm much happier that we did it face to face. Because, I'm not, I don't have a problem with you. I really don't.
Anne approaches Andrew about her nominations.
My first nomination is India because of all the row she's caused. And my second nomination is with deep reluctance because I didn't really know who to do for my second nomination. So I asked myself who was the rowdiest and most laddish, and I'm afraid Andrew.
Thank you very much. I will take that as a compliment.
The other person I nominated I don't like, I like you, and I didn't want to nominate you.
No, just say it how it is. Don't hold back.
Well,
do you want me to turn down my laddish behaviour?
Yes.
It's not going to happen.
Oh.
Sorry. But no, and it's nothing, honestly, it's nothing.
Oh, you're so cool, I can't get up there.
OK, I'll come down later.
That's right, that's better.
So good, Anne.
Anne, thank you. I could tell you wanted to vote for me, but thank you so much for not.
I didn't want to vote for you.
Oh, do you not?
No, you weren't on my radar.
Oh, well, thank you. Appreciate it. I thought I would be.
No, I've given up.
After yesterday, I thought I might be.
I do sincerely hope it's India and not you who doesn't come back.
Are you in for a penny, in for a pound now?
I think tonight's when the game starts.
Oh, if that's a good idea.
Are you going for any sort of redemption, or are you just going for hand
Who
over?
knows? I'm always honest about how I feel.
That's good.
Yeah.
And I think that's the best way to do it.
Do you think your reaction's honest?
Tonight?
Yeah, I feel like you're putting on a brave face.
No.
No?
Why do you think that? Really?
Well, I suppose if I put myself in your position,
honestly,
getting nominated, I
not
would...
even slightly. Feel my...
What am I feeling?
My heart completely calm. I think tonight, that's when it all begins.
Honestly, mate, you don't fucking deserve it.
Oh,
but
mate,
you ain't going nowhere, brother.
You ain't going nowhere. You know what it is?
It's because I haven't got involved with the house as much as I should have.
It's just out of the people that were voting, they just haven't got to know you enough.
Yeah, just think about the boys. If everyone had voted there, you wouldn't be up for nominations. Think about it.
It's going to be even tenser with India now, isn't it?
It is. Well, not with us, because we didn't fucking vote for it.
True.
Yeah, but also the crowd weren't on her side, were they? I think the audience back home are clearly getting the same sense that we are in the house, that she's not very happy.
I feel bad for her because I do want her to be included, but the problem is it's India's way or the highway. Like, she ain't interested in other people's thoughts. She's got a very one-track mind in how she is, and I don't think she's willing to even listen to what other people have got to say. Yeah.
Courtney has a very simple question for Malika.
How would you feel if a guy likes girls and is attracted to you, but has also had sexual relations with men and is open and cool with
that's
that?
a question. I think I'm gonna say no. Are you attracted to me? I just want to know.
Not in a way that I
Right, you're like, I don't want to do anything about it.
Sorry, but when G got a nomination, I was like...
Who voted for G, Maggie?
India. India. But I was like...
Oh, yeah.
You're trying to take my man?
I'm surprised India didn't nominate me.
I knew that she would have voted for him.
She also libelled him by saying he wouldn't date transsexuals, and what she said was, would you date me?
That was a complete fucking witch hunt against G, though, because she didn't even give him a chance. She basically said,
and also,
would you get with me? And he went, no. And she went, right, every man in the nation would not get with me. It's like, fuck off.
He obviously doesn't have. He's not transphobic. He's not homophobic. He's not, do you know what I mean? He's really comfortable.
Look.
That's muggy, that.
I think women are beautiful. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm attracted to women. I just don't want a girlfriend.
Yeah.
You ever had a girlfriend?
Like, not since high school.
Okay, so like...
Before I was aware of my sexuality, I had a couple of girlfriends. But I had a threesome with 2 girls who were lesbians, funnily enough, who were partners.
Ooh, so they needed your sausage.
Yeah. And I was a boy, and there was also a straight couple in the event.
Ah.
And so they were, like, having sex, and then the lesbians and I, like, had a threesome on the couch while they sort of... We were, like, the live entertainment.
That's fun.
Yeah.
Daniel is checking on India following tonight's face-to-face nominations.
You've just got to think, a lot of these people will be thinking, I want to say something that maybe, you know, that maybe that people are going to agree with.
Yeah. Actually, if I'm honest, I think a lot of people voting tonight were probably more stressed about the process than me.
No, but also,
because they were,
but also I think that without being funny, you're an easy vote.
Yeah.
And,
no, absolutely. It's not surprised.
Yeah, but
you're sorry.
No, you're all right. You're an easy vote in respects to the fact that it's clear that you found this difficult.
Yeah. I've had 2 rows. The bed incident.
Yeah, the bed incident didn't help. I didn't even know about that.
Everything else has been placid, hasn't it? It's been like a chitty-chatty sort of thing. So the only turmoil in the house has involved moi.
And then that's an easy vote.
Actually, that's an easy vote. But the people who push the numbers, what do they want to see?
Do they want to see more conflict?
Who knows, Danny? Who knows?
Some people will be like, nah, let's keep her in and see how bad it gets.
Exactly. People have done very well out of that. This is the game. This is when it gets interesting.
But now is when it's going to start getting, as more nominations come on.
Of course it is.
Now it's going to, you see divides
You
and
are
shit.
going to start seeing schisms. The bad blood, I don't care how happy-clappy it is
People's like, facade's going to drop.
That is going to kick in. This ain't going to be the Waltons to the end.
Malika is talking to Big Brother.
I definitely believe that India deserved to be nominated. The person that's sitting downstairs right now saying she can't wait to get out, saying she's not mad, she's not this, she's not that. And I'm like, okay, I can understand why you'd be mad, but it's probably better to say you're mad. And I think she's going to make her next couple of days, or if she's not eliminated, the rest of the time in this house for herself, very uncomfortable. Just hope that fireworks don't go off. Because to me, India looks like a ticking time bomb on that sofa.
Rachel has regrets.
I couldn't bear it when I nominated you, and then 2 others did. My second nomination is gorgeous
Johnny because I find him so attractive that I just I don't trust myself around him.
It's fine. It's absolutely fine. And
Yeah, it's better for you just to drop it and then...
No, it's not even like that. It's just a fact. You don't need to explain it. Like, we all get on.
I almost nominated so many other people. I just didn't have a reason. So I thought I could say this about Johnny, and it would be a nice
You already had a point from yesterday because you voted for me.
Exactly.
Because I want to fuck him and my husband wouldn't like that.
Good reason.
Is that a reason? Is that a reason? Yeah, that is a reason. You want your husband outside.
I'm going to be known as a massive slag.
I can take that reason.
Exactly. I thought that was a good... I don't know.
I thought that was very funny.
I want to vote Johnny because I'd love to blow him.
That made me laugh, honestly.
To be fair, Rachel, you handled that so well. But you're single now because your husband just found out. You've got another 3 days with him, at least.
At least.
Get away
A lot
with
can
it.
happen in 3 days.
In the toilet.
You would get away with it. Turn your mics off, put a bit of tissue over the other mic and... Done. Never has to know.
Steady.
Coming up, it's hands-on for Courtney and Andrew.
Can we show Anne our secret handshake? Anne, check it.
Do you think she'll appreciate it?
Be prepared for highly offensive language and sexual themes. Most of the housemates are in the kitchen talking about their nominations.
I commend you women for being, like, totally honest.
With the nominations?
That's what I think. Absolutely. In a way, it may seem like I cowered to it, but I just don't want to deal with her. Oh, baby, you dropped something.
Behind you, though. I think.
Wait, are you cleaning your man's clothes?
Wait.
Girl, you know what?
Wait. Wait.
Oh.
I needed to dry my stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I'm actually blushing. I needed to dry my stuff, and his stuff was in the washing machine.
Oh, okay.
In the dryer, so I needed to take it out, and I almost folded it, and I was like, I'm not his wife yet.
Yes!
Yes!
Down to be loved, down to be loved by you. Down to be loved by you. Down to be loved.
Daniel is discussing his flirt but don't touch rule.
I think I've more or less flirted with everyone in there, yeah. But I know I've never made it a about a physical thing. Do you know what I mean? It's not like
It's inoffensive.
yeah, it's inoffensive. It's not showing off.
If someone says you're beautiful and I'd love to take you home, I would not be offended by that.
And that's what I'm saying. I think we've got to sort of cross wires because that's fine.
Well, I don't know what they were transpiring, but like, offensive is offensive.
This conversation you're having, and all of a sudden this dynamic of it's not acceptable has been around for maybe 20 years.
But you don't think men have gotten worse?
Men have gotten worse.
No.
Men used to be a lot more respectful.
You swear no? You think men have always been the same?
No. I don't think they've gotten worse. I think that women are now not accepting it.
I think I
Women
think
are
the
now not
public
accepting it because you know what? Because 30, 30 years ago. No, because you're 34. You're 34, but you speak to 50-year-old women when they were 20, and people are wolfish. It wasn't accepted.
Well, they're telling us like it's a compliment. You guys are being sensitive, and I understand where they're coming
That's
from.
because it was accepted. Do you know what? Like John said earlier, it's all about the intent, and unfortunately, I don't think you have the right to intend anything unless you know someone and you've had a relationship with them.
I don't think it is just about the intent.
You're not talking to me.
How do you think I'd react if I walked past a group of men and a man shouted out, "Look at that guy, looks like a pussy"? How do you think I'd react? I wouldn't go, "Oh, I should have to accept this." I'd go over and go, "Well, let's find out.
Right.
Let's rock it out."
Who's pussy?
Yeah, who's a pussy?
Yeah.
So there's absolutely nothing wrong with you going when a guy, and this is hard for me to say because I've done a lot of jokes about this.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I amplified this, and that's what got me in trouble. But, you know, there's nothing wrong if someone goes, "Yeah, that's a nice arsehole, you got cracking tits." What you're meant to do, go, "Well, this is unacceptable, I've got to accept it." No. You can go back over and go, "Well, okay then."
As if a woman is going to walk up to a group of men that just catcalled her and say, "Hey, I don't like, that's just asking for
It's never going to
trouble."
happen.
Yeah, but I know, I think all you'd get is embarrassed men. You would never, I don't think you'd get abuse after that.
That's going up against the wolves by yourself.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Yeah, and that's not smart.
You lose before you get started.
And I don't think it is just about intent. I think you have to consider outcome all the time, because if you step on someone's toe and you hurt them, You say sorry, you didn't mean to, but they're still hurt.
Can you please get your package off of Amanda's leg? Thank you.
Oh, sorry. Sorry. The cage was open, but the beast was asleep. It's okay.
Jess has a bath time love story for Ashley.
Birthday story. Once upon a time, there was two girls from very different ends of the spectrum. And they were dinosaurs. They were T-Rex dinosaurs. And one was pink and one was pearl. And the pearl one was like, oh, hey. Oh, no. Oh, hello. I'm very, very lovely. And the pink one was like, all right, mate. I'm not so lovely. I got the hair and chest. Anyway. Which one are we talking about now? The pink one. They were from very different worlds. No one expected them to be friends. They looked in each other's eyes and realised love was from within, not from without. They lived happily ever after as friends within the universe. They were both lovely. And it was a match made in dinosaur heaven. Rah. 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 I can need to go to bed before I embarrass my entire friends and family.
Courtney and Andrew can't keep their hands to themselves.
Wait, oh, no. You have to do the tongue thing, right? No, do the...
Sorry.
Get this right. It's that. Like, right? Okay, and then...
Secret
romance.
romance.
Fuck, that kills me.
Non-secret romance.
Non-secret,
Secret handshake.
romance. Secret handshake. I like that. Can we show Anna our secret handshake? Anne, check it.
Do you think she'll appreciate it?
Daniel is Holden Court in the kitchen.
We had a schedule of doing, like, the first shoot should have only taken a day, but actually the schedule overrun because the first shoot had to take 4 days because they had to teach me how to fucking act. So they opened Fright Fest with it, yeah? Wow. So they come back to me and I was like, fuck, mate, it worked. It's worked, right?
Johnny is getting some Courtney time in the garden.
Aw, Johnny.
Hey, don't fuck without me watching, yeah?
You've already made it clear, Andrew.
That was to you, Johnny, by the way.
I'm a slut, mate. You watch Love Island. He's getting it. I reckon you break his walls down a little bit, metaphorically, not physically. You might get something there, you know.
Obviously, like, I think Andrew is cute.
Andrew is... I'll tell you what, when I came in here, I saw Dapper Laugh coming down the stairs and I thought, no one's going to be better, and he's... I actually think he's on par with Dan, to be fair.
And also, he's... I mean, and alcohol might play a big part. He's really willing to, like...
The mutual flirtation.
Yeah, I think there's... you know what? I think there's a genuine affection between all four of us.
I think there's a massive affection between all four of us.
Yeah.
I think we appreciate you all days of the week, all hours of the day. And I do. And it's not that I didn't think I would appreciate it, it's the fact that I've never been in a position where I had to appreciate it.
I actually feel the same in return, where I didn't think that I would appreciate the straight men and boys of the house as much as I would. And there's our laddish group.
We've got it down to a T as well.
This week, India and Johnny face a public vote. Who steers? You decide. From a landline, call 090 20 44 24 and add the number of the housemate you want to save. From a mobile, call 6 44 24 and add the number of the housemate you want to save. For India, add 07. For Johnny, add 10. Calls to the long number will cost 50p plus your network access charge. Calls to the short number will cost 50p. Voting closes in Friday's eviction show. votes cast after lines close won't count. If you watch on catch-up after that or outside the UK, please don't vote. You can find terms on the Big Brother website.
Double trouble for the stylist tomorrow night at 10 as ex-housemates Jedward put themselves in their hands in brand new Celebrity 100% Hotter. Next, we're dissecting and devouring tonight's antics from the house with Rylan.